What's up, everybody? I'm ready here with a Talking Hands review of the Corsair Raptor K30 keyboard. Just going to go over some of the features, advantages, disadvantages, and my overall experience with the keyboard. Um, we'll dive right into it. Overall, build quality seems to be what you'd expect from a $30 to $60 keyboard. These go on sale fairly regularly for about 29 bucks, and right now on Newegg, I want to say they're $69. Um, it does have the nice red LED lit keys, and it also has volume keys here, multimedia keys here. You are able to adjust the brightness of the lights as well. Here you also have the programmable G keys. You are able to manually write macros, or you're able to record macros. Now, some people will tell you that membrane keyboards, because this is not a mechanical keyboard, but that the membranes will wear out really quickly and that it's not worth your time. I actually can't tell the difference here between these regularly used keys and a less used key. They have the same resistance, and as far as I can tell, they're not going to be wearing out anytime soon. Overall build, the plastic, it's a little bit lighter. Obviously it's not going to be as high quality as some of the higher end keyboards that you also pay quite a bit more for. But like I said, for the price, I'd say it's right on par. Even at $50 or $60, it's right on par with where it should be. You can go out and get a $10, $20 keyboard, and you're not going to have the features that you have on this, as well as chances are that keyboard is going to wear out within the year. I have worn out some of those cheaper keyboards fairly quickly. Now, the main issue with this keyboard, and if you go on the internet, a lot of other people had the issue as well. When you go to update the firmware through the Corsair program, what will happen is all these LEDs turn off and the keyboard becomes unresponsive. And it's basically a brick and a pile of worthless. I had that issue with the original one, and it's one thing to come out with a product that has a defect and something that you might not necessarily know about, but then ultimately the defect rises. That's not my issue. My issue is with how Corsair handled the situation. I called their technical support after I went online to try and find a fix for it. I called technical support, and they basically told me there is no fix and that I needed to RMA the product. Well, the original keyboard I had actually gotten, it was thrown in as a package deal with my computer. It was brand new, unopened in the package, but like I said, it was basically included, and I didn't have a receipt with it. So I didn't get anywhere calling technical support. Then I messaged technical support through their online portal. That also got me pretty much the same answer. You need to do an RMA, and there's no way to fix it. I messaged them back, and I said, is there anything that I can do to fix it? I'm fairly inclined with computers. Is there anything I can do? He said, well, try this fix for a K40 keyboard. So I downloaded the K40 firmware, which is a different keyboard entirely. You're not able to find the K30 firmware anywhere, or at least I wasn't then. And like I said, the fix was described for the K40. So I went into my drivers and I manually installed the firmware onto this device, or onto the keyboard. And at that point, this light started blinking. That was pretty much the only change. So I thought I did it wrong, and I actually downloaded that firmware into a couple of other peripherals that I had connected to my computer. And even to this day, after multiple fresh installs of Windows, those drivers will not get off my computer. They're still on there, and I don't know how to remove them. I've had Microsoft remote connect to my computer to do full full fresh Windows installs, and they're still on there. It still has 2013 or 2012 firmware that you can find the drivers for on my computer. So basically their instructions left these residual drivers on my computer that I want to say they're downloading through my network, because I have it set up to update drivers with similar devices over my network. So they would have saved me a lot of hassle if they would have simply just replaced the product that had barely been out for 2 years, which was supposed to be covered under a 2-year warranty. I'll honestly say it's probably the worst experience I've ever had with customer service, and for that reason, I switched from Corsair. Unfortunately, I already had a lot of Corsair products, and I wasn't able to completely switch over. So, like I said, I hope this video helps you guys out, lets you decide if this is the right keyboard for you, if you want to potentially deal with that issue. I know I wouldn't. The reason I have a working keyboard today is because I bought another one online and put the old one in the box and returned it. That's not something I would endorse doing. That's not something I probably should have done, but like I said, the customer service was just overall really poor. I couldn't get any help from them, and I didn't feel I should have to purchase another keyboard when this one should have continued to work. So again, I hope this video helps you guys out, and hopefully it wasn't too big of a bore to listen to. I do have a little bit of a cold and recording it on a cell phone, but I thought people should know about this issue, and maybe that will steer them away from Corsair products. Go with something a little bit higher quality than this. You know, at least go with the Strafe. It's $20 more at the standard price. Yeah, I hope this video helps you guys out, and yeah, have a good one.